Welcome back to Straight to the Point. In today's video, we are going to be talking about the super popular island just off the coast of northern Croatia, the island of Pag. And of course, we're going to be delving into specifically Zrce Beach and its surrounding areas, because I have a feeling that if you're watching this video, it's because you want to go to Zrce and you're not really that interested in, I don't know, Pag Island cheese or whatever. And if the title wasn't a dead giveaway, this is straight to the point. This is not locals insider knowledge. These are just the basics. The whole point of this video is to make sure that I can save you, like, I don't know, 2-3 hours of scrolling time on TikTok. This is for people who have no idea, who literally just started. You're just searching, you want to know what to do, how to get there, what to expect. I'm here to save you time. So before you go typing, oh, this is so basic, look at him, everybody knows this stuff. Yeah, that's kind of the point, all right? And as always, if you haven't already, make sure that you're subscribed to the channel, and most importantly, that you ring that notification bell so you never, and I mean never, miss another straight to the point or full shot on location episode of Mitchell Travels. Let's go to northern Croatia. Okay, so I've actually been to Zrce twice. One was in 2016 and the other time was in 2022. As Led Zeppelin would say, the song remains the same, but there are a few differences. So the first time I went, I was actually in Italy for a few weeks. So I took the ferry from Ancona, crossed the Adriatic into the port of Zadar. And second time around, this is probably what you're gonna do. I flew into ZAD, the airport of Zadar. I would say probably 90% of people are gonna come in through that airport. So the thing about Pag is that it's a very long island. You want to go to Zrce Beach. It takes about an hour to an hour and a half to drive from Zadar to Zrce, and that sort of makes things kind of inconvenient. So yes, you can take a bus. You can take a bus from the airport, not directly to Zrce, but you can take a bus from the airport, like a shuttle, to the city of Zadar, and from Zadar there'll be a few buses that go all the way up to Zrce, Novalja usually. Novalja being the biggest town next to Zrce, because Zrce at the end of the day is just the beach. The bigger town next to Zrce would be Novalja. So Zadar is the biggest city in proximity to Zrce, and Novalja is the biggest town in proximity to Zrce. One thing you really have to watch out for are cab drivers. They're scammers. They're gonna charge you an arm and a leg because they know that you need to get to Zadar. I think it was like 60 euro fee to get from, it's like a 15-minute drive from like Zadar airport to Zadar like bus station or main town. It's like ridiculous. Look, to be completely honest with you, you definitely need to be renting a car. You can just rent one right outside in those little kiosks right outside the airport, and then you just drive your happy ass all the way through the island of Pag, all the way to Zrce. The hour and a half drive, you don't have to rely on buses. It is just better to have a car, man, because trust me, Zrce isn't the only thing you want to see on Pag Island, though it's like 92% of what you want to see. Pag Island, you should know, is very dry, very arid. There's really not much to do, not much to see. Yeah, I mean, there's not much when you're getting to Zrce in terms of like towns in between. There's like a big bridge. There's the actual town of Pag itself. You're probably just going to be tunnel vision focused on getting to Zrce. You want to stay either in Novalja, probably in some kind of apartment where you can rent a room, a few rooms. Some of them have a pool in the building, but there's also neighboring towns. So like the first time that I stayed at Zrce, I didn't stay in Novalja. I actually stayed in Vidalici. It's basically like one of the many sort of little tiny settlements, sort of like on the other side of Zrce Beach. A lot of people also stay in the little community of Gajac, which is extremely popular, very cute, like almost like Spanish style homes and villas that are literally right across from Zrce. So super convenient. Second time around, I actually stayed at the very brand new and very nice Hotel Olea. Honestly, it's a great hotel. You know, for the price, you just pay a little bit more, but you get like multiple pools, awesome balconies, super new, updated hotel. There's a little tiny gym in there. They even have a DJ there every afternoon. Like, it's totally a vibe. So I definitely recommend you stay at Olea, or if not, I would do one of the little apartments. Some of them have pools in Novalja. I wouldn't necessarily go and stay in Gashga or like Vidalici. It might be a little bit far. Okay, so let's be real. You're watching this video because you want to party, okay? Nobody looks up Zrce Beach for any other reason besides partying. By all means, feed into that. Zrce, the beach is the epicenter. It's everything you want to do is going to be in or around Zrce Beach. Okay, so it's important that I mention this. Zrce Beach is pretty much where Central and a few Eastern Europeans go to party, but get this, when they're 25 years or less in age. This is a young crowd. First time I went, I was old. And the first time I went, I was 27. And I was definitely a lot older than most of the people. The second time I went, I was pretty much a chaperone at that point. What was I? I was like 33. Like, I was like an elder statesman. Don't judge me. Please don't judge me. As long as you understand that Zrce is a young crowd, it doesn't mean that, you know, it's bad. It just means that most of the people that are going to be there are going to be 25 years or less. And that's even pushing it. It's more like 23, 22, all the way down to like 17 or whatever. So yeah, be careful on that. Although I think it's legal over there. Not my field of expertise. I have said too much. So something that I did notice from the first time I went to the second time, there's like more of a boardwalk now. There's more day beds and cabanas along the actual Zrce Beach itself, which you should know is a bit pebbly, so it's not like a sandy Greek beach. Definitely have a lot more like bottle service and this service and whatever, which of course comes at a premium. So if you're used to that sort of Nikki Beach, daybed, cabana, Mykonos life, you're definitely gonna love that. The first time I went, it was very much like, you know, bring your towel and umbrella, spike it in the ground and go. So obviously, since it is a beach filled with clubs, and that's kind of the purpose of Zrce, you might want to know what are the best clubs. Me personally, I'm going to go ahead and say that Noah is number one. All right, it's king. Popular or unpopular thought, but I'm going to go with Aquarius number two and Papaya number three. I mean, this is all very subjective. Like Aquarius is definitely a lot more updated and modern and chic. And Noah's just like the GOAT. That's the one where, like, you know, it has the foam parties, it has the ambiance, like it's just crazy. You can just like throw yourself into the water from the actual club if you're into that kind of thing. So it's kind of cool. A typical day at Zrce for most people, myself included when I went, you're gonna kind of wake up late, like 11 o'clock. So from like 11 to 3, you're gonna go to the beach, right? You're gonna get a little bit of sun, maybe make some friends. From 3 to 5, you're gonna be hungry. You're probably gonna go to Novalja, walk around, kind of cute. There's some restaurants, there's some stuff to do. So after that, you're probably gonna wanna go back to Zrce Beach, okay? So you can go to like maybe the foam / afternoon parties. You might wanna be there till like 7:30. Right, so like from 5 to 7:30. Yeah, after that, you're probably over it for a little bit. So you're gonna get ready. You're gonna shower up because you're probably sweaty, nasty, foamy. You're gonna go get some dinner probably between 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. If you plan on partying late night, you definitely need to nap at this point. So let's just say you're gonna nap from 10 p.m. to midnight. And then I'm gonna be honest with you, the best non-day parties are gonna start at midnight. So you wanna go back to Zrce for the third time in 24 hours. And you're gonna wanna party from like midnight to like 4 a.m. Okay, that's like peak Zrce hours. Probably crash at 5 a.m., wake up at 11 a.m., do everything all over again as if you're 20 years old. Obviously, there's more to Pag and Zrce than just Zrce Beach itself. You want to go drive around, and in Greater Novalja, there's a really, really good restaurant. It's called Konoba Porat. It has some of the best seafood I've had in that whole region. It's definitely worth going there for dinner. You probably want to eat something local, and the most local thing that I can think of is the Pag Island cheese. You know, sort of like a dry, salty cheese, kind of like a Parmigiano Reggiano. Of course, you want to have cevapi. Everybody loves cevapi. You gotta have that. Outside of that, you have the town of Simuni. That actually has one of the best seafood restaurants, like rated one of the great seafood restaurants in the whole region. And that restaurant would be Konoba di Dova Kuka, super renowned. Honestly, you probably have to get there pretty early because it's like always packed. And Simuni itself is a very chill, nice little town. And I mean, if you have nothing better to do in the day and you kind of want a little respite from all the partying, you might want to drive down to Simuni. Like I said before, this is a party beach, a party island in general. You're at Zrce because it is one of the top beach clubbing destinations in all of Europe. This is basically Mykonos and Ibiza, but on a budget, and for people who are a lot younger, it's probably why it's for people on a budget. Nonetheless, you will have a blast if you stay true to that concept. Don't go there thinking that this is like the best beaches or the most chill beaches or the most panoramic. It's not. It has beaches, they're good, they serve a purpose, go to them, enjoy it. Enjoy the Pag Island cheese, and Gayac, and Simuni, and the town of Pag itself is pretty cool. But you're there for Zrce. Don't steer from that, because you're gonna be doing yourself a disservice, okay? For some odd reason, the two nationalities that are just like obsessed with Zrce are the Czechs and the Slovaks. You're gonna meet a lot of them here. A lot of Slovenians and Germans as well, but it's just like Central Europe, it's just like hard eyes, okay? Plenty of really cool people from those two countries, so you're gonna make some friends. Also, one last thing to note about the Croatians in this side of Croatia, and I know this can be funny, the Balkans will Balkan, and I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of angry Serbs or this, whatever. The Croatians on this side of Croatia are a little bit rougher than what you'll find further south in Dalmatia. The further south you go, the nicer Croatian people are. Don't expect this place to be like some kind of like amazing customer service or like everybody's super warm and gentle or like really friendly like Italy. Like people are nice, they say hello, thank you, whatever, but by all means, this is the Balkans, okay? Like things are a little bit rougher here, all right? They got a little bit of a harsh angle to them. Make sure you don't take anything too personally and you'll be fine. So that was it. That is Zrce Beach. Hopefully this helps you plan your vacation a little bit better. It is definitely an awesome place to be. One of the most exciting, invigorating beaches, I would say, definitely in all of Croatia, okay? So like this is like the most fun you'll have, that kind of fun in all of Croatia. And as always, if you have any more questions, make sure you drop them in the comments below. Leave a like for the video. Let's trigger those algos. Let's make this thing big. And I will catch you guys in the next Straight to the Point or full-on episode of Mitchell Travels.